Howdy. Some quick earthquake watch around Europe. There has been a deeper one north of Iceland. Interesting. Furthermore, there is still activity going on near Grimsvötn, largest glacier of Europe. 12 kilometers in depth. Then let's have a quick look on St. George. Eruption warning, minor activity. 22 hours ago, 13 kilometers in depth. 18 hours ago, 10 kilometers in depth. But there are many more which we cannot see on the map, but we have still action going on. Also a little bit down the fault line is what they call it, which is going through straight to our deep quake near Vulcano, for example. The Iranian Sea, 12 hours ago, 421 kilometers in depth, which is really deep for a place like that. There's another deeper one, 137, 5 hours ago. Interesting. La Palma. Yeah. Rumbling. Neighbors Tenerife rumbling as well, right on top of the mountain. Is that the deeper one? 15 kilometers? Almost. 9 hours ago. But there has been also quakes. One in Finland, Kuopio. North Savo, Finland. 0 kilometers in depth. It might be a curry blast since there is quite some mining going on, which is really easy, visible like all over the place. And here we have the town Kuopio. And in the same town you also found GTK, Finnish Geological Survey. And we are watching at Laymen sample practice. Send your samples by following these instructions. Take a representative sample of an interesting rock or boulder. A piece roughly the size of a fist is enough. Mark the location where you took the sample on a map or mark down its coordinates. Mark the location in the terrain as well with a stick or a piece of rope, for example. This way the location is easier to be found. Any further research needs to be conducted. Package the sample or samples in a sturdy parcel. Please make sure that it weighs less than 2 kilos. If you send multiple samples, please number the samples so the samples and the locations they were found are easy to match to each other. If you send several samples within a year, please use sequential numbering. Place the sample form in the parcel as well. The form should include your name, address, phone number, and email address, as well as the exact locations where the samples were taken from and the respective coordinates of those locations, if possible. Please also include information of whether the sample was taken from bedrock, boulder, or rock, and whether the sample should be analyzed as ore, industrial mineral, construction stone, or gemstone sample. Send the parcel to the address specified on this page and address it to the Geological Survey of Finland's Kansanäyttötoimisto Laymen Sample Office. Parcels under 2 kilograms will be delivered free of charge inside Finland. We do not accept samples that weigh more than 2 kilograms. If you wish to have a sample returned to you, please specify this on the sample form. Samples are processed in the order they are received. Changes to the layman sample practice. GTK layman sample practice is becoming paperless and entering the digital age. This will be done by launching a layman samples mobile app in the future. Observations relating to layman samples can be sent to GTK with a free application available for iOS and Android phones. So I did this. I sent 7 pieces there. These are not representative pictures, it's just for me to know which piece is one. Or which one. About this, I'm quite sure that this might be some petrified wood, also the first one. This isn't either. This neither. This, I have no idea what this could be. It's really light, really hard, really strange, really interesting. This might or might not be petrified wood. I think it's not. This probably is. So, each one is obviously numbered. And after I received the pieces back, I noticed at one point that someone has changed the number. But it was just on this one. So I guess 8 is now 7, and 7 has become 8. And this is, I have shown these already once. And here it says number 7. Okay. But if you just look at this paper, you probably couldn't figure out which one is number 7, what this all means. If you go to the next page, you'll notice this one. So I guess that's the number 7. The question remains, what are these? Which samples they are? I have no idea. No one ever answered yet. I don't know. And they were examined this year. And obviously the whole examination process took somewhat 45 minutes or something. But I had to wait for 8 months. And I got the result. And the bottom, the lowest of those lines here might be number 7. This one. Might be. I guess so. But I still don't know what the other ones are. And I'm still thinking if I should send them more pieces or not. Probably I will. Just to see what what kind of answers do I get. Do I get any answers? Does ever anyone respond from those people? Because it would be really interesting to talk with them. And I don't know what's the problem. Since they should know better. They are educated people. I'm not. I'm a layman. I'm just an average dude who does not know anything about things, I'm not supposed to know. No one is supposed to know which hasn't been in upper education systems integrated for some time. And I would have many questions. For example, what means LOD? Low on data. There was so little of this stuff what they were searching for that there hasn't been anything found. I don't know. I didn't find any instructions how to read. Where does it say the machine? Instrument model, VMR, Geochem 2. method. How to read those? What means LOD, low on data? I guess. I don't know. If you know, please tell me. If you have any idea how to figure out which stone could be which, I would like to know that too. I have some thoughts, theories which could be which, but how to prove? How to, like, you know? And I mean, that's really sketchy. It's not only that the number has changed, the 7 is also upside down. Like, that's. I don't know. This doesn't seem really professional in a way. I don't know. Maybe I had too high expectations. Maybe this examination shouldn't have been done in the first place. And I have been sending the results of those samples to people who understand more about those things than I do. And I'm still waiting for responses from them as well. And yeah, let's see. Maybe we'll get somewhere. Maybe I should send them just stones after stones, because I would have many still really interesting stones. But if I get results like this back somehow, I don't know. It's not really satisfying. Why didn't they put all the stones in this machine to check it out, what they're made of? I thought that's the whole idea of the thing. You know, if you watch a black stone, it could be whatever until you put it into a machine which can tell of what it's made. You don't know what it's made of. If there's crystalline structure, yeah, there's crystalline structure. If there's shiny metals inside the stone, yeah, there is metals in the stone. But what metal? Gold, silver, whatever, zinc, iron. There's like many kinds of. Just by color, it's almost impossible to say what kind of metals there inside the stones are, or if they would have checked it with a cool microscope to see if there would be some shocked quartz or these kind of things. I tried to, with my own equipment, what I have, to figure out is there anything interesting in this inside of those stones, but it's not easy to get this kind of samples which are so thin that you can make light shine through. But I guess those people, they have all kinds of equipments. It would be really easy to take a sample of a stone, put it on a mic, and check it out. Whoa! Put polarized light and filters and all kinds of stuff. I don't have this possibility. And if there's anyone who has possibilities, I would be ready to send you some samples. You can keep it if you want to. If you are interested in figuring out what they could be, is there any possibility for having petrified wood here in Finland from the plasma rock site? It would be really cool. It would be a scientific sensation. Definite proof of something unprecedented, never heard before. There shouldn't be petrified wood here anywhere. But I think I have found some. Rapidly petrified through electric discharge events and stuff like that. It doesn't take millions of years in order to get something petrified. That's a myth. But I leave it here. I just thought I make a quick overview about the Quake activity in Europe. We might expect some rather big increase in seismic activity worldwide. Asia, Indonesia, Merapi, Semeru, Krakatau, Taal. Kamchatka, America, California, if you go down the Ring of Fire, Ecuador, Mexico, Etna La Palma, Iceland. The sun is really, really active. There's flare after flare after flare, even though they are not that big, but our Earth's magnetic field is weakening, polars shifting. If you ever heard about this phenomenon called freak wave in the oceans, there's just like the overall wave height, whatever there is. Let's say 4 or 5 meters average wave height, and all of a sudden, out of nothing, there is 20-meter height or high wave, killer wave, 25-meter. It's just like when all the waves are interacting in the really exact, how to put it, manner, they will amplify each other. And so I think the possibility for having something piling up, which is coming from the sun, energy and our wobbling magnetosphere, and I think it wouldn't even need a bigger flare or something. If the frequency of the smaller flares and CMEs is right, it might be enough. Timing. Interesting times. Time to wake up. Thanks. Bye.